Hey, what's up, guys? Hope everybody's doing well and having a great day. In this video, I'm going to take you guys to Patterson, California. Really cool video was sent in by Vince, who noticed some sort of a helicopter flying through the sky not far from a NASA test flight facility. And underneath the helicopter was some sort of a translucent, almost invisible craft that appeared to be following the helicopter. Really cool video footage. You'll definitely want to stick around for that. Also, we're going to Salt Lake City, Utah. Video footage submitted by David from just a couple of days ago of what looks like a mothership hovering in the sky above Salt Lake City, Utah during a recent storm the other day. But first, over here at the homepage of the website, today's feature photo was sent in by S. Jacobs out of South Carolina, who took this image of a nebula up in Orion, and he used this equipment right here. That is an amazing photo, once again sent in by S. Jacobs. And checking in on the GOES X-ray flux over here at the Space Weather Prediction Center, yet another day of all quiet. The Earth-facing side of the sun still loaded with sunspots in active regions. Have a video submitted by Scott from Shelton, Connecticut, confirming the sunspots on the Earth-facing side of the sun. They're still there. They haven't gone anywhere. They haven't gotten any bigger, and they haven't really gotten any smaller, but they remain quiet. Not too much activity going on with these sunspots that, again, are facing the Earth. And this view was from behind wildfire smoke from Connecticut, and the wildfire smoke is dominating the landscape once again east of the Mississippi River. Hopping over to the Yellowstone supervolcano caldera, looking at the seismographs and monitor the mighty supervolcano. The earthquake activity is back over at Mammoth Vault today. It was there 3 days ago, went over to the northeastern quadrant yesterday, and today it's back over at Mammoth Vault. Looking at the power outage situation over here at poweroutage.us, again, another day of power outages in Texas, now up to 16,100 customers in Texas without electricity. And there's also just north of 13,000 customers in California without electricity, 5,000 in Pennsylvania, 4,000 in Georgia, 3,000 in Louisiana. I wanted to share with you guys some lightning footage out of Texas that was sent in today by Melody Lenz from last night. She was looking in the southwestern sky at around 10 p.m., and she said it wasn't storming. And she said this has been going on for a while. She's been noticing lightning in the sky off in the distance, and they haven't been having storms, at least in her area. And she's from Willis Point. And you can see this lightning's a pretty good ways away. And here in just a second, you're going to see a lightning strike. I think that's what we're looking at here, kind of crawl across the ground, or at least that's what it appears to do. Look at that right there. How about that? That's not something you see every day. Here it is in super slow motion. Some sort of a bizarre lightning strike off in the southwestern sky, visible from Willis Point, Texas. Video footage submitted by Melody from June 5th of 2023. So once again, multiple power outages in the state of Texas. And looking at the current radar, you can see there's no major storms in the Texas area. So I don't know if these are isolated storms that are taking the power out. And you can see some storms extending over here from Mexico up through far western Texas into New Mexico, Colorado, all the way up into Montana. Very long line of strong thunderstorms that are developing right now, but that doesn't explain the power outages that we've seen here in Texas now for the last 5 days. Looking at the wildfire smoke coming in from Canada down here in the United States, the wildfires are still raging up here in Quebec and all across Canada for that matter, and the smoke is traveling thousands of miles, and you can see it's dominating multiple states over here east of the Mississippi River. If you didn't know better, you'd think there were wildfires in Connecticut, New York, parts of eastern Pennsylvania. Right now, from what I understand, there's air quality advisories all throughout this area, and I'm sure all across Canada, as these wildfires have been going on for several weeks. And here in the last 24 hours, I've received several photos of the sun and moon behind the wildfire smoke. This photo here was sent in by Jake from the Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania area. Looks like there's a wildfire in his area. That's from the Canada wildfire smoke. Jeff out of Rochester, New York. Another photo of the sun behind wildfire smoke. Caroline out of Rumney, New Hampshire. That's the moon behind wildfire smoke. Lisa B. out of central Wisconsin. That's the sun behind the wildfire smoke, just dominating multiple states out here in the United States. Mike Schmidt out of Aston, Pennsylvania. Red moon, that would be the strawberry moon. Mike out of Iowa, that's the moon behind wildfire smoke in Iowa. Photo here by Tina Luther out of Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. Super red moon behind the wildfire smoke. And it looks like from the satellite presentation there's wildfires in Pennsylvania, even though there's not. BLUFFTON, Indiana. THERESE, that's the moon behind wildfire smoke. That's the sun behind wildfire smoke. Another photo here by Stephanie S. out of Brooklyn, Connecticut. The sun behind wildfire smoke. And another photo out of Connecticut by KATHRYN from STAMFORD. That's the sun behind wildfire smoke. Kind of looks like there's an unusual reflection or something up there in the sky in this photo. She happened to notice it too once she got inside. She didn't see that in the sky. Sage out of Lewiston, California. Very red, fiery orange sky out of the sunrise or sunset. Barney out of Gravenhurst, Ontario. That's the sun behind the wildfire smoke. And this is a sun ray coming through the window of his house that was orange. That was an orange sun ray casting light across the floor of his house. Ben from Ohio got the sun behind wildfire smoke, thick wildfire smoke in Ohio. Like I said, if you didn't know better, you would think there were wildfires in these states. Denise out of Maryland. More wildfire smoke in front of the sun. Another photo here by Dennis out of Binghamton, New York. More wildfire smoke in front of the sun. And the last photo was sent in by Brett G. You can see the red moonlight reflecting off of the lake. And there's the red moon. Not sure of the location, but that's the recent strawberry moon. I want to take you guys now to Salt Lake City, Utah. This looks like an audition for a Hollywood movie, what you're about to see here. David was driving down the road, and he has a dash cam in his car when this appeared in his field of view. Looks like a mothership just sitting in the sky. Broad daylight. It was around 12:15 in the afternoon back on June the 3rd. Perfectly round, what looks like a thunderstorm, supercell thunderstorm. Got blue skies on the left-hand side and over here on the far right-hand side of this structure in the sky. That, again, just for fun, looks like a big old mothership sitting in the sky above Salt Lake City, Utah. And here's the other side of it when he was pulling in to get gas. You can see it hovering above the ground. That couldn't have been more than 1,500 feet off of the ground. Really cool video, once again, by David out of Salt Lake City, Utah. I want to take you guys now to Patterson, California, right here. And this location is not far from a NASA test facility. So what you're about to see, the video was recorded right here in this area near Patterson. Here's the video that was submitted by Vince. You're going to see the original vertical video. There goes what looks like a helicopter, or at least he described it as a helicopter, but he couldn't figure out what was underneath the helicopter. Almost looks like some sort of a semi-transparent, translucent ring or some sort of a saucer in the sky. Here I zoomed in a little closer, modified the original video. You can see that thing right there. Looks like a disc or something in the sky that maybe wasn't necessarily supposed to have been seen. It almost looks invisible, but not quite. Maybe it was trying to cloak or something. I have no idea. But there's something clearly following that helicopter through the daytime sky that's probably somewhere in the neighborhood of 50 to 75 feet in diameter, and that's just a guess based off of the approximate size of the helicopter. It appears to be much bigger than the helicopter. Directly under the helicopter looks like a dark ring, part of a dark ring, just kind of cruising through the sky in broad daylight near Patterson, California. And all of these were enhanced versions of the original video that was submitted by Vince, and he saw that in the sky near Patterson right around a year ago. Again, not far from a NASA test facility right out here in Central California. Thanks for the photos and videos, guys. Keep them coming. If you guys have any photos you'd like to share, you can send those to reports at MrMBB333.com. If you guys have any videos you'd like to share that are too large to attach to the email, come over here to the homepage of the website that you can find linked down below in the description box. Look for this red tab that says Have a Large Video. Simply click on the red tab, drag and drop your video into the red banner. It's a drop box. Please include your first name, date, and location, and I'll take it from there. Thanks for watching. Have a super day, and be safe out there.